Hello everyone, and we got some news. Hotfix 6.1.4 has just deployed. I guess they wanted to get a small hotfix out before the reveal at Skulls, which makes sense. There are some issues, and it looks like some key ones have been fixed up. So let's talk about them. There's a few rather important ones which cause some game-breaking issues. So it's not a very big hotfix. As you can see, everything is on one screen. Let's jump into campaign general gameplay. Fixed an issue where AI army movement range wasn't displaying correctly. This is, I think, the second or third time they've fixed that. Hopefully it'll stick this time because, yeah, it was very hard to kind of position your armies where you didn't know how far the enemy could move. Fixed a bug in which faction leaders, while sieging a city, will be teleported by ritual of summoning, but the siege will not be broken. That was a game-breaking issue. Same as the next one. Fixed an issue where players could open the teleport prompt while in pending battle. That sometimes would softlock you. Fixed an issue so the trait Corpulent no longer applies charge bonus to the whole army and now correctly only applies to the character. That's fair. Fixed an issue where Chaos Lord of Khorne on Chaos Steed would have higher upkeep than its counterparts. Yeah, this is something that's kind of inconsistent with mounts, especially from the same kind of culture when it comes to like all the Warriors of Chaos stuff or even the Monogod stuff. This, however, is the biggest change. Fixed issues were ogre camps spawning in inaccessible areas in Immortal Empires and Realms of Chaos campaigns. So this would happen with the AI, sometimes with the player. You get a camp spawning in the deep inside the Mountains of Morn, or even sometimes in the borders of Ind, Koresh, and so on. And the problem there is it would be inaccessible, the AI wouldn't know how to work with it, and it would just soft lock your game sometimes, and well, you just have no access to it if it happened to you. It's a bit of a weird one. It's good to see that fixed up. Not sure what causes that. There was definitely a problem. Next is fixed an issue so that Staxa is now in the correct region group for the Winds of Magic effects. Okay, cool. Fixed an issue by swapping names in custom Battle of Siege battle maps Xiangyang, Cafe, and Nangao Cafe to correspond with the campaign map ones. I mean, it's still the same two maps, but okay. Fixed a bug in which, when confederated, lords and heroes lose the ability to change mounts. This explains so much. This explains so freaking much. I was doing an Empire campaign in my own time, and I couldn't figure out why certain characters couldn't change their mounts. It was super weird. I guess it was just this. Wild. So the last one here for general campaign is fixed an issue so that Frot's Growth at recruitment no longer uses the same icon as the Regiments of Renown. Cool, that's fine. We're going on to skills now. Fixed an issue so that the Grand Hierophant Kateb now has the Ceremonial Bandages skill that other Tomb King Lords have. Great. Fixed an issue so that the Exalted Hero of Tzeentch now has the skill Invulnerable Through Change. He had been missing. Great, that actually works out quite well. Fix an issue so that the Arbol's trait Champion of the Blood God now affects Minotaurs of Khorne, both variants, and the Blood Brute Behemoth Regiments of Renown. Fixed an issue where Zhao Ming wasn't getting the +10 melee buff from his Desert Armor skill. Fixed an issue where Phoric Ironbrow was missing its Obstinacy skill. And finally fixed an issue so that the Goblin Big Boss can now unlock the skill The Nasty Skulker, which was wrongly hidden. Okay, so it gets stalked. Nice. That's not too bad. Okay, UI. There's not really a lot here. Fixed issues where players could move unit UI cards in the outpost and request army pages of the War Coordination panel. That's weird. Well, I don't use that. To be honest, I just don't ally up with factions. Mostly because it's so easy for them to screw you over and just snowball your campaign in a very bad direction. Seriously, CA, we need to fix for alliances, please. And finally, fixed a bug in which the players can move the UI unit cards from the garrison panel. Weird. Alright, so battles, we've only got 2 fixes here. Fixed an issue where Pterodon units could deal no damage with some of their jumping attacks. This is something which I've noticed for a lot of. Some units are doing their animations, but the damage isn't really just getting done. It's kind of weird. But it's good to see that the Pterodons are going to be done there, because Pterodons, I mean, they're not good. They're not good. I don't see much of a use for them in most cases nowadays, unless you're playing as Flyboy, but that's pretty much it. And the last part is fix the bug where some high elf towers were displaying faulty models. I mean, overall, it's not the biggest patch or hotfix. It could be a bit better. It's something that they're not going to be pushing that much because right now Skulls is on the way, and I imagine that 6.2 is on the way, or they're just too busy with the development of the DLC, because I do imagine that those departments intermingle when and where needed. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Let's start a bit of discussion. Small patch today. I'm running around trying to get some stuff sorted, but yeah, it's not that long until Skulls, so let's chill until then, I guess. Have a great one, guys. See you soon.